How does it feel na parang identify ka doon sa isang genre as a komedyante?
For me, it's not a derogatory term or something that I have to be embarrassed about. Ang comedy, it's either nakakatawa ka o hindi. Walang middle ground.
Right.
In the industry, some people, when you speak up, iisipin nila you're being difficult. There's nothing wrong about saying how you feel, as long as you say it well. You don't talk behind their back, you don't curse, you don't shame people, you don't embarrass people, but you speak your truth. There's so many reasons na magiging frustrating ang business sa atin eh. I think that you will just have to bloom where you're planted so that you end up happier.
Magandang araw Pilipinas at sa ating mga kababayan sa ibang bansa. Welcome to TikTok with Aster Amore. Sa araw nito mga kaibigan ay maswerte tayo dahil may isa na naman pong mahalagang personalidad ang ating makakakwentuhan. A very good actress. Actually, she used to be a professor. And of course, there are times na nalilabel siya as a comedian. Pero ang pinaka-importante, isa siyang mahusay na actress. Mga kaibigan, it's my honor to have her for the very first time, Mrs. Quesada.
Oh, hi!
Hello!
Hello there, Aster, and hello to all your listeners. I'm so happy to be here.
Likewise, likewise. I've been wanting to have you. Mabuti na lang ang Chuk Gomez na anak-anakan ko. Ay, nako, sabi niya, tita. Sabi niya, pwede si Tita Ses. Anytime. Mabuti naman nag-swak sa schedule ng aking team. So,
ay, naku
we're
naman.
here.
I've always been watching your show also.
Wow,
and that's why I'm
naman.
so happy to be here.
Wow. Isa muna natin pagkukwentuhan is, paano nagsimula ang isang Ses Quesada in this business? You've been here since 1986, 87?
87.
87.
January 87.
Wow, alam mo pa yung date ha?
Oo, kasi bagong kasal ako nun eh.
Okay.
Kinasal ako ng December 1986. A week after, I was about to leave for my honeymoon when I got a call from a person working for Marilio Diaz-Abaya.
Wow, no less.
Yes. And yun nga, she was trying to see if I would be okay to do a show with her. Eh ako naman, even before all of this happened, ako talaga, schooled ako sa theater. It was my course in high school. It was the course that I taught in UP. And so, it was going to be my first foray into television. But since Marilu is a family friend, wala na ako maraming tanong. Basta sabi ko, oh sige, let's do it. And then, that was the only time when we sat and together, and then dun ko nalaman the whole concept. And, you know, I was going to be with Jaime and everything. And with my UP background, it was something that I really wanted to do. So that's how I started in the business.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history. And perhaps siguro, not a lot of people know this, but the one who actually started my career was really Ishmael Bernal.
How did it happen?
Because Ishma, at that time, he was doing all this, he was all over the place. He would come and watch plays in UP. Every now and then, when he would need actors, may mga dialogue na ganyan, naku, dadaling kami niyan. Tapos, doon kami nagkakilala. Dami kong mga ginawang pelikula, pero mga talent kaming lahat, mga crowd, mga ganyan-ganyan. And so, nung siya ang nagsabi kami, you know, I know this girl. Na she's from the theater, ganito. Not knowing na magkaibigan kami ni Marilu. So, yun, siya ang nagsabi na kunin niyo to, ganito, ganyan-ganyan.
Sino si Ses Quesada as a kid?
As a kid, ako ay laking Maynila. Ang nanay ko ay taga Iloilo, ang father ko naman ay taga Cavite. Tatlo kaming magkakapatid, I'm the middle child. Laking madre.
Oh.
Laking madre kasi in-enroll kami sa isang school na may mga madre. In other words, saradong katoliko, kumbaga.
Sabihin mo yung school.
St. Teresa's College, Quezon City. And then, I had my college degree. I got it from UP Diliman, AB Theater Arts.
So, after you graduated from UP, that was when nagturo? For a while?
Yes.
For how long was this?
I had 3 years in UP Los Baños.
Oh.
And then the next 4 years, I went to UP Diliman. Doon ako nagturo. So, a total of 7 years.
Why did you stop? Because of your showbiz career?
I became quite busy at that time na. Parang ang feeling ko, parang hindi na rin masyadong fair sa mga students. Let's say, ang klase ko, 7, 8, 9, tapos matatapos ako ng trabaho mga 2:00 ng umaga. Pupunta ka sa classroom na hindi optimum yung yung energy levels mo. So sabi ko, at this point, I really have to choose. Like, for example, now, after being in the business for close to 40 years, inisip ko, sabi ko, ay naku, parang ang sarap magturo ngayon. Feeling mo, mas marami ka nang masishare ngayon kumpara before. Kasi a lot of my experiences now, hindi mo mababasa, hindi mo makukuha sa libro. A lot of books na mababasa mo Western, di ba? Broadway, mga ganyan.
Ang dami ng mga influences. Oo.
Dami ng influences, pero yung mga lived experiences mo, especially in the business, ang feeling ko parang mas marami ka share ngayon. Kaya sa akin sabi ko, probably, I want to go back into teaching.
Sabi mo nga, you get married in December 1986. At yung husband mo ay si Tito Quesada.
That's true, yes.
Who is also a director.
Yeah, he's he started his career in the advertising business. Kaya lang there was one point na parang napagod siya. Kasi sabi niya nga sa akin, hindi ko maintindihan bakit buong araw ang iniintindi ko ay isang bote ng ketchup. Diba? Sabi niya, what does that say about the human condition? Diba? May mga ganun siya, sabi niya, is it okay kung magdo-documentary nila?
Natawa ako doon.
Diba? Kasi sabi niya, why would I spend so many hours in a day na tungkol sa ketchup ang iniilawan, ketchup na parang ang dami pwedeng pag-usapan sa buong mundo. So, he's that kind of person. And paalam siya sa akin, sabi niya, is it okay? Because syempre, the money that you get from commercials will be different if you go into documentary filmmaking. And then I said, sabi ko, that's your happiness. Who am I to stop you? Yes, sabi ko, by all means, you pursue whatever. So, for several years, he worked with the Ramon Magsaysay Foundation. He went around all over Asia, shooting all the lives of these mga awardees. So, it was something that he really liked to do, but he's retired now.
Pero kahit papano, somehow related din ang trabaho nyo, di ba?
Even my daughter.
Oh yes, si Isabel, your only child.
So, hindi naman kami yung parents na, ito ang kunin mo, ito yung ganyan. Hindi naman kami ganon, but nung nag-apply siya sa UP, ang sinulat niya, nung natanggap siya sa UP, na-shock kami. Sabi ko, anong course ang inano mo? Sabi, Ma'am, sabi niya ganyan, film. Sabi ko, ha? Na-shock kami, bakit? Bakit? Hindi naman natin,
encourage.
Oo. On hindsight, naisip ko, siguro because over dinner, naririnig niya kami ng papa niya, nag-uusap tungkol sa pelikula, tungkol sa napanood namin. And at that time, I was still writing, so pag nag-uusap kami, tapos siguro yung mga scripts ko, ginagawa niyang drawing. Dati, 35mm pa, yung mga rolyo ng films ng tatay niya, ginugupit-gupit niya yan. Tapos, parang sabi ko, subconsciously, baka na-imbibe niya ba? Kaya na siya kami, bakit?
Yes.
So, 3 kami nasa industriya. Kaya pagdating nung virus,
okay.
3 kami walang trabaho, 3 taon.
Oh my God.
Oo.
So, how were you able to survive?
God's grace.
Oh yes.
Oo, God's grace.
Lahat
Pero,
naman tayo.
yun yung sa amin na 3 triple whammy kami. But here we are.
And then the boyfriend of Isabel is also related sa business.
No, he's in marketing.
Okay.
However, nasa social media din siya. So,
indirectly, yes.
Indirectly, yes.
Parang you speak the same language somehow.
Yes.
Was there a time na nagplano kayo or nag-isip kayo ng why don't we come up with a project na tayo ang magpuproduce, tayo ang magdidirect, tayo ang this kind of thing?
Aster, matagal na. Kasi nakakatawa because ang husband ko, syempre, may editing room siya doon, nandun din yung editing na kuha ng anak ko, tapos ngayon na retired na siya, and parang sabi na, ang daming gamit, anong gagawin natin dito? So, and a lot of people have been encouraging us, kumpleto na yung nyo. May writer ka, may director ka, may artista ka, may social media, anong iniintay ninyo? But sometimes, you needed the pushes. Right timing, and syempre may kabog ka din. Kaya ba natin ito? Especially for me, like, a lot of people have been encouraging me. In fact, hindi pa siguro sa pero yung bang, ba't hindi ka magbukas ng restaurant? Because they know that I cook. Oo, I do.
So isa yun sa mga talent na,
oo,
hidden talent mo.
Oo, so they know that I cook. So, when they go, ako kasi happiness ko, Aster, ang magpakain eh. Kasi, hindi naman ako pwedeng kumain lahat. In the first place, I'm a diabetic. So, but I love cooking. So what I do, bisyo ko yan, ay, punta kayo sa bahay, kain kayo dito, mga ganon. A lot of them would say, why don't you open this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you... Ako naman, Aster, hindi naman para gawan ko pa ng pera ito kasi unang-unang bubukas ka ng restaurant, hindi biro. Ikaw mamamalengke, hands-on ako eh. So, hindi ko iiwan yung pamamalengke at lahat, yung cleanliness and everything. OC ako sa ganyan. So, sabi ko, matrabaho? Okay na sa akin na magpakain ng tao, yung ganyan-ganyan. But, naisip ko ngayon, oo nga, bakit nga hindi ko, in as much as maybe this is the teaching, the time for giving back, teaching what I know, and probably yung sinasabi mong timing.
Yes.
Eto na ba to? Yung parang ganoon na parang, while I can still do it,
Right. Oh.
let's do it.
Yes.
Yun, my husband is the one producing whatever we're doing right now. Actually, it's a backyard thing. Tumatakbo lang kami sa sa puso, pero wala kaming masyadong resources, pero that's the UP way eh. Wala kang resources, but you have to think of how you can come up with something meaningful and wonderful with only so much. That's our training.
Kanina nasabi mo or nabanggit mo sa 6 o'clock ka nagsimula, di ba?
Yeah.
Marilo Diaz Abaya. Na-identify ka rin sa mga sitcoms.
Home Alone, Body and Soul.
Body and Soul, di ba? Oo.
Ngayon, First Family.
How does it feel na parang, although you can do drama at the same time, you can do comedy, you can do other things, pero na-identify ka or na ka doon sa isang genre as a komedyante?
That's why kanina when you asked me in your introduction before we sat down, is it okay for you to call me a comedian? Actually sa akin hindi. Alam mo bang isa sa pinakamahirap gawin ang comedy?
I know.
Kaya pag binagsakan kang comedian, for me, it's not a derogatory term or it's something that I have to be embarrassed about and all that. Because ang hirap magpatawa. Kasi ang drama, hindi ko sinasabing madali, ang hirap din ng drama. Pero alam mo, kung magpapaiyak ka ng tao, lagyan mo ng konting music, pwedeng maiyak eh. Pero ang comedy, it's either nakakatawa ka o hindi. Walang middle ground.
Right.
Which is more difficult, di ba? So sa akin, how do I feel? Okay lang. If people appreciate me as this or that, or every role I play, I count it as a blessing.
Yun typecast ka sa komedyante when you can do other things.
Siguro sa akin, it's what is being offered to you. I take it as a challenge. I try to do my best given what is given me. Of course, there are times when I feel that I can do so much more, but it's not there yet, so probably it will come. It's how you look at things so that you might, para hindi ka ma-frustrate. There's so many reasons na magiging frustrating ang business sa atin eh.
Right.
I think that you will just have to bloom where you're planted so that you end up happier.
Except for acting, ano ang isang bagay na magpapayak sa isang seskisada?
Ako sa akin, ang kahinaan ko para sa akin, yung pamilya ko. Tirahin mo ako, naku, hindi ako kagad-kagad matitibag ng bashers or whatever, criticism, lahat yan. Pero pag tinira yung family ko, doon ako marupok. Nanay ko, tatay ko, wala na sila ngayon, no? Pero yung asawa ko, anak ko, especially kung hindi merited. Sinasabi ko sa anak ko because she's the newest one in the industry. Na tipong, when you put yourself...
She's young.
I know, but I tell her, you put yourself in the industry, it's like putting yourself out to be judged. So, huwag ka masyadong ma-hurt if you cannot please everybody.
Right.
You only take what you think will make you better. The others, ganun lang yun.
Oo, totoo. 40 years, when you started in this business, wala pang SOCMED.
Ay, mas masaya kami dati.
Totoo yun. Ako, I would agree with you.
Diba?
Yes, totoo
Mas masaya
yun.
tayo dati.
Bakit
Again, there are advantages and disadvantages of so-called the computer age. Unang-una, if we only knew how to use it, the
Right.
computers or social media, it could really be a very, very nice tool for us, except that we don't use it the way it should be. Kaya if you're going to ask me, I prefer the old ways.
Yes.
Magkaharap tayo,
Yes.
nagchichika, hindi yung ganun-ganoon.
Puro texting.
Kahit sa panliligaw, hindi katulad ngayon na,
Pati break up, pwede na sa text na lang.
exactly. Di ba? Parang, mas gusto ko pa rin yung dati. Kaya ang anak ko, pinalalaki ko ng parang dati. Yung parang, okay, sige, mag-ano ka, pero don't forget yung interaction na ano. Importante yan, lalo kung artist ka. Importante yan. Kahit na sabi mong AI, papunta na tayo sa AI, all the more that you'll have to preserve that kind of transaction or relationship with people. Nako, ako, as much as possible, pinagtatawanan ako ng anak ko. Gusto ko pa rin 110. Cursive pa rin ako magsulat.
Ay, iba pa rin talaga yung
Oo,
handwritten.
kaya nga natatawa
Mas may
siya sa akin.
personal touch.
Kaya nga sabi niya, Ma'am, sasabihin niya sa akin, ilang beses na ba ako tinuro ng mga ano yun, yung tawag dito, yung QR code. Pag nakakita na ako ng QR code, kinakabahan na ako, anak.
Pareho.
Yan, oo. I don't even know how to attach an e-signature for that. That's why pag sinasabi, okay, magpapadala ng something, sabi, pwede kong submit ko bukas kasi kailangan ko yung anak ko, alam mo na, lola, ganyan. Ilang beses dinuro sa akin, ewan ko ba, kung nagre-resist lang ako, pero
That's
ako nga
easy send.
password ko, hindi ko alam eh. Hindi ko alam ang password ko. Talaga yung anak ko lahat may alam. Kaya sabi ko, I'm a proud boomer.
In your almost 40 years in this business, syempre kahit paano, like what you said, may mga frustrations din.
Madami.
Marami, di ba? Can you tell us kung ano itong mga frustrations na pinagdaanan mo or rather na experience mo?
Well, I told you this kanina nga na parang dito sa atin, parang mas lalo kang tumatagal sa industriya unlike in the States. Sa States kasi mas tumataas ang premium mo habang tumatagal ka, di ba? Meryl Streep, yung mga ganon, di ba? Mga
Yes,
idol mo yung
alright.
mga yan. They get all the nice roles, they get all these nice offers. But dito sa atin, kasi siguro mas maraming mga kabataan ang nanonood, yung audience natin, na pagka, let's say, yung lahat ng mga kwentong na ibibigay sa'yo tungkol na sa mga bata. So, ikaw, napupunta ka dyan sa mga, not that I'm resenting it,
Right.
Halimbawa, okay lang sa akin maglola, di ba? Total, nasa lola
Or
age na rin
nanay,
ako.
yes, oo.
Pero sana, iniisip ko, anong klaseng lola? Wag naman yung palaging crying lola o lolang ganito, ganyan. Sana something meatier, You want to do more, but what's given you is something that you've done it before. So, ang struggle ko as an actor is how to make it different this time. The role is designed na ganyan, but I've done this, I can do this, nakapikit, but how can I do it better? Sa akin, it's really more of that, na I wish I can do more. Kasi ang dami-dami namang pwedeng
Right.
kaya lang syempre,
Yes.
iba din naman kasi yung audience natin,
Right,
Mga
right.
bata,
Right.
iba din talaga yung kailangan nilang yan. So that's part of our but sayang because there are so many stories na kapupulutan that are so interesting na involving senior actors.
You become lesser star kasi parang support na lang eh. Kasi like, there are new stars susuportahan ng dating mga major stars. The thing is, syempre yung role, like what you saying, hindi na ganun kagaganda.
Oo, pwede bang magkaroon ng lolang tomboy,
Oo,
di ba? Mga ganyan.
Parang,
Di ba?
hindi
Bakit
na
kailangan
totoo
yung lolang umiiyak
Right.
palagi?
Diba?
Di ba? Oo.
Pwede namang hindi, di ba?
Oo.
Have you
naman.
tried the mataray lola or mataray na nanay?
Ako nga nag-go-grocery, nasabihan na ako na, ikaw talaga, ang sama ng ugali mo.
Saan ito? Anong TV series to?
Captain Barbell that time.
Oh, sa
Tapos
GMA, oo.
na parang meron pang isa sa SOCMED. Sabi, wag kang pupunta dito sa Saudi Arabia, kukuyugin ka namin. May mga ganun.
So, anong pakiramdam? Kasi ibig lang sabihin na magaling ka.
Sa akin, talagang natatawa ako. Hindi ako sensitive sa
Yes.
mga ganun. Kasi naiintindihan ko naman where they're coming from. Yung emotionally invested sila. At yun naman ang gusto ko din naman na minsan nga, tinatawag nila sa akin, mas madalas, tinatawag nila ako sa character ko instead of Ses Quesada. Kaya nga, isa pa din yung nakakatawa sa buhay ko. Sabi ko, kailan kaya ako sisikat? Kasi pag nasa labas ako, tinatawag akong Odette Quesada, Ces Drilon. Sabi ko, kailan kaya ako sisikat? Ganoon. Ang pinakaano doon is Princess Quesada. Parang gano'n, Princess Punsalan, Ces Punsalan, may
Yes.
gano'n. Ay ko, nako. Pero sa akin, I take it all in stride, na tipong okay nga because they remember the character more. Ibig sabihin, mas lumutang yung character than me.
Yes,
You know
yes.
that up to now, there are people who still call me Ate Yvonne. My
That's-
character in body and soul.
Oh, wow. Ang tagal nun. Ilang
I
taon
know.
din yun. Oo.
There's 2 or 3 times I met people who called me Ate Yvonne up to now.
Diba?
Sabi ko nga,
At tumatak sa
payat
kanila.
nga ako dati. Hanggang ngayon, Ate Yvonne pa rin ako. Ano ba? Di ba?
Given the chance, anong role ang gusto mo? Na syempre, lahat naman tayo may kanya-kanyang pangarap. Like, being an actress, may gusto kang gawin, may gustong i-portray, pero syempre, wala pa, hindi pa rin nakakarating sa'yo.
Madaling sabihin na, hindi ko naiisip yun eh. Hindi naman sa ma-frustrate. Kaya lang kasi parang I take every role as a unique kind of opportunity for me to do my best. So if a role, let's say, comes to me and it's so different, I get excited. Yung tipong, rather than I tell myself, ay, gusto ko maging ex-convict, ay, gusto kong maging prostitute, ay, gusto ko parang kinakahon ko na yung sarili ko. Pag hindi ko nakuha yung prostitute role, di masama ang loob ko, di ba? So ako, give me something that I'm
Right,
going to be
right.
excited about, and
Right,
that's enough for me. Parang ganoon. Anything that's exciting for me is my dream role.
Ano yung dream role mo?
Hindi ko pa nga naiisip eh. Dream role, probably an ex-bold star. Something that's so different from me.
Yes,
Parang
yes,
ganoon.
oo,
Let's
oo.
put it that way.
Right, right. Oo.
Something that
It's-
kakabahan ako. Gusto kong kakabahan
At
talaga ako.
masa-challenge ka ng gusto.
Oo.
Hindi ka makakapag-aral sa isang exclusive school for girls, di ba? Lalo na sa mga madre, kung hindi magandang tayo ng parents mo or pamilya mo. Can you tell us a little background about your parents?
Hindi naman yung sinasabi mong laki sa madre, exclusive school. Hindi naman kami mayaman. We were comfortable middle-class family. My father was a lawyer when we were growing up. Eventually, he became a judge. My mother was a housewife. So, my father was the only one who was providing for us. But for me, it was the best setup because my mother was there all the time, 24/7 for us. So in terms of our spiritual growth, in terms of our emotional, she was there. No, what I loved about my mother, she was there 24/7, but she knew when to meddle and all that, especially when we got married. She wasn't the type of mother-in-law who would visit you and every day. She would call, but she would always announce, can I go there? Or ganyan-ganyan. Never yan nakialam sa... She was always there, but she, like, in terms of disciplining the kids, she adored her, her grandchildren. But in terms of disciplining the kids, she knew her place. Like, magagalit kaming ganyan, she would just stay quiet. After magalit kami, then she would call the kids, and then give them their banana bread, give them their yung parang ganoon.
Kakaiba, di
That's
ba?
what, and I wanna be like her when I have my own grandkids.
Yes.
Parang
yes.
ganoon, yung I know my place, parang ganon.
Anong namimiss mo sa parents mo, especially your mom?
My father, if people find me funny, my father was funnier. He was a joker. But he wasn't maingay ha. Parang siya si Vic Soto, yung walang kaabog-abog.
Tahimik lang,
Tahimik, pero pagka nagbigay ng punchline, tataob ka, parang ganon. My mother naman, good combination. My father was an alaskador, my mother was the picon. So every time we would eat, we would be witness to their para kaming sitcom na nanonood sa nanay at tatay ko. And that's what I miss about them. Sinasabi namin sa mga anak namin, sayang, hindi nyo naabutan, Pag kinikwento namin sila, tawa sila ng tawa. Buti naman may mga nakunang kaming mga video sa kanila, nakita talaga nila na nakakatawa din silang combination.
Maraming hindi nakakaalam. You're also a writer. Ikaw ang writer nung first sitcom ng mag-asawang Richard and Lucy.
Yes.
Di ba? Ikaw ang writer noon.
Home Along also.
Home Along. Oh yeah, I didn't know na pati sa Home Along.
Yes.
Meron ka pang sinulat na ikaw yata nagsulat sa isang pelikula?
Regal, yeah.
Regal,
yeah.
yes.
And Star Cinema, Juday Wawi, their first film.
Oh yeah?
I was the one who wrote that.
Wow, see? These are, ito yung mga hindi, pag sinabi mo kasi yung Ses Quesada na natatandaan ng mga tao, as an actress, comedian, pero never nabibigyan ng emphasis yung pagiging writer mo. Paano ka nagsimula or kailan ka nagsimula sa pagsusulat?
Actually, when I gave birth to my daughter, hands-on ako eh. So I had to leave my 4 shows that time. I was working for GMA, ABS, Channel 13, and another one, I forgot where.
Maybe 9.
Maybe, yeah. I left them because I wanted to be there. I didn't want to miss any milestones. So, although she had her nanny, but I would be the one. Bumalik na lang ako and then that's when I started joining Home Along. Nung medyo nakakapagsalita na siya. Kasi nightmare ko yun eh. Baka mami inaapi ng yaya, tapos hindi pa marunong magsalita. When she started talking, dun ako bumalik. So all these years that I was in the house, I had to do something creative. Kundi mababaliw ako. I'm that kind of person that I need to. Yeah, for example, not a lot of people know na, let's say, wala akong trabaho, I'm just in the house, I write, I paint. Ang dami kong gustong gawin, basta something creative. So I need to rechannel that to something creative, as I say, yung creative energy mo na ano. So dun ko na-discover na pwede pala ako magsulat. Parang ganon. Sa akin naman, advantage din ngayon because ang soundboard ng anak ko, ngayon that she's a writer herself, is ako. Like, Mom, what do you think of this? Ganito, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So, sa tingin mo ba? Ganito, ganyan. So, I give her feedback and yun, parang
Your
ganon.
daughter is also a writer, although filmmaking talaga. Eventually, she might be like her dad, na magiging director din.
Oh, that's her first love, directing.
Oh yes.
She won her Cinemalaya, her first cinema shorts after graduation, her first film. She won Best Film and Best Screenplay.
Wow. You must be so proud of
Oh,
your
yes.
only daughter, Isabel.
Oh, yes.
Oo, di ba? Oo. At hindi naman siya yung spoiled just because mag-isa lang siya.
Nagbabantayan kami ng asawa ko eh. Kasi ayokong lumaki siya na spoiled rotten, kumbaga. Kasi sayang naman yung bata pagka ganon. So, lumaki siya na tipong what you need and what you want. Alam niya yon. So, what she wants, she has to work for it. Sinasabi ko nga sa kanya na napag-aral ka na namin. We sent you to the best schools. If you want something, you have to work for it. And that's what she's doing right now.
Wow. Nasa ano din kasi yun eh, nasa pagpapalaki nyo rin eh. Napalaki nyo siya ng tama.
Well, hopefully. Diba? Kasi yung nanay ko, yun lang naman ang guiding ano mo eh. Paano ka pinalaki? Kung nagustuhan mo yung experience mo, malamang yun din ang gagawin mo, di ba?
Ses, kung i-rewind ang buhay mo, anong parte doon ang gusto mong balikan?
I need time to think about that. Sa akin siguro, wala akong maisip, Aster.
Ah, talaga?
I enjoyed my high
Everything.
school life. I enjoyed my college life. I think I chose the man that I really, really want to spend the rest of my life
Ilang
with.
taon na kayo ng husband mo?
1986.
So almost 40 rin? 41?
Parang gano'n. No, but you know, we got married 86, but before that, we were steady for 8 years.
Wow!
No breaks, no cooling off. When I think about it, parang I'm so...
First and last boyfriend o meron naman
No,
before?
I had a boyfriend before him and a few flings. You were in the theater, so you know how it is in the theater.
Yes,
but
yes.
but he was my most serious relationship. And so when you ask me what would I change, parang ang feeling ko, I didn't have a perfect life, but there are no regrets because whatever decisions I made brought me to this place right now. And I use that for my craft. I use that, these are lessons that I impart to my daughter. No matter how imperfect it might be, it has served its purpose well.
Anong legacy ang gusto mong iwan in this industry?
I think I would want to be remembered as somebody who just gave her all, who just tried her best at what was given her. I tried to become a good soldier. sometimes if there are things that you don't agree with, I'm the kind of person who would tell you, I don't like this. I think it would be better if like this, like that. In the industry, some people, when you speak up, iisipin nila you're being difficult. Yun ang sinasabi ko sa mga kabataan.
Totoo.
There's nothing wrong about saying how you feel, as long as you say it well. You don't talk behind their back, you don't curse, you don't shame people, you don't embarrass people, but you speak your truth.
That's good.
And yun ang naging pamantayan ko in the industry. Na even if, let's say, if there's some things that I find uncomfortable with, I tell people, I don't sana like this, like that, like that, like that. And if there's something that I would want to leave the industry with, it's that I was honest enough to at least sana man lang makapag-improve sa industry. Parang gano'n.
Oh, that's nice.
In whatever
Yes.
small way,
Right.
you know.
Siyempre, may bago kang pelikula, nakakaiba. Iba yung ginawa mo.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oo.
Can you tell us about this?
Hindi ba pinag-uusapan natin kanina about habang ka tumatagal sa industry,
Yes,
ang
yes.
nabibigay sa yung
Yes.
pagkakataon ay lumiliit, di ba?
Right.
That's why I was so happy when Nathan Studios offered me this. And kahit sabihin mo, dubbing ito of something that has
Right.
been pre-made.
Is this the first time you did it?
A full length, yes.
Yes.
Full-length dubbing.
Oo.
This project is a South Korean full-feature film called Picnic. It's about two friends who are both grandmothers and mothers, sila, who are facing a difficult future. And they find themselves in the past and while they are being confronted about the choices that they have to make. Para sa akin, dalawang lola ang bida. At ang kasama ko dito yung best friend ko si Nova. And so I said, beautiful role, and then you're working with somebody whom you love so much. Ano pa ba? And then your producer is another
I love
person.
Nova. Yes, oo.
And the producer is Sylvia Sanchez, who is
Isa
also
pang
like
love of my life.
the love of
Yes.
my life as well. So tatlo
Yes,
kami.
yes.
What is not there to be thankful for, di ba?
right.
It's a beautiful film because sabihin mong Korean siya, pero it resonated so much sa amin ni Nova na habang dinadub namin to, umiyak kami.
Talaga?
Umiyak kami
Oo.
nung dinadub namin to. Kasi unang-una, I'm speaking for myself. Kasi dito, sa dalawang lola na, mag-best friend sila, pero yung nag-aaway, pero mahal nila isa't isa. Yung ganon.
Yes, yes.
kam-
Normal yun eh. Oo,
Normal
oo,
yun na
oo.
talagang kaya tawa kami ng tawa at the same time din namin alam lumuluha na si Nova, yung ganon. Because
Tagos sa puso yung...
tagos, oo.
diba?
Lalo na sa atin na malapit tayo sa mga lola natin, malapit tayo sa mga nanay natin, na sinasabi natin, oh, bakit yung ibang mga kultura, ganyan, pinapabayaan yung mga lola nila, mabuti pa dito yung
Totoo
mga
yun,
Pilipino.
totoo yun.
Oh, nandito nga sila sa tabi natin, pero nandun ba tayo sa tabi nila?
Wow.
Iniiwan din naman natin sila mag-isa.
Totoo.
'Di ba? So, may mga bagay na siguro dapat isipin natin din sa the way we conduct ourselves with the people whom we love. So, itong pelikulang ito na sana kapulutan ng aral nating mga Pilipino. If there's a way for you to treat your mothers and your grandmothers and the children, the apos and everything, please go and watch this movie because maiintindihan ninyo.
So this is a
Sasapol.
family movie?
Feeling ko because it's,
Oo.
yes, it
Yeah,
is
yeah,
because
oo,
it's
oo.
about family.
Yeah. Yes,
It's
oo.
about people whom, in the family whom we are neglecting.
Ay, makaka-relate ng gusto dito yung mga Pinoy.
Oo, totoo,
diba?
oo.
Oo.
Tsaka lalo na tinagalize pa to.
Right. Kaya kayo ang nagdub.
Kaya kami ang nagdub.
Wow.
Alam mo, minsan mas mahirap ang dubbing,
Oo,
ha?
diba?
Kasi pagka ang ginagamit mo boses lang, mas mahirap. Kailangan mas klaro yung emosyon.
At kailangan ilabas mo.
Kailangan ilabas
Oo,
mo.
diba?
Di ba, minsan tinatawag mata-mata acting. Anong mata papakita mo doon? Ay, boses lang. So, medyo may kahirapan din ang magdadub. So, anyway, inaanyayahan ko po kayong lahat na panoorin ito pong aming pelikula na tinawag na Picnic. Ito po ay South Korean na pelikula na dinub po namin ni Nova Villa, may BFF Nova Villa. Kasama po namin si Boji Pascua at saka si Fiang Smith at saka si JM Ibarra. Yung sumisikat
So,
na mga
mixed
bagets
mixed,
ngayon.
diba?
Oh yeah,
Oo.
oo. Si Fiang, ang role ni Fiang, siya yung Ako. Yung
Bata
bata
pa.
ako,
Oh, okay.
si
Si
Fiang
Fiang.
yun.
Wow.
Oo, di ba?
Phil-am, ha?
Di ba? Mestiza.
Okay.
Lahat po kayo ay mag-i-enjoy na kasi hindi lang to nakakaiyak, Aster. Nakakatawa din to kasi yun yung kakulitan ng dalawang lola.
Right.
Maya-maya tawa ka na tawa, hindi mo napapansin. Naiiyak na ako, gano'n. Nung dinadab namin, lumuha kaming dalawa ni Nova.
Kakatuwa.
Naalala ko yung nanay ko, actually.
Alam mo, hindi ko nga hindi nga natanong, is your husband related to Odette Quesada
Oo,
pala?
alam mo.
Ayun, nami-mixed up na ako eh.
Kita mo, pati
Magkakalapit
ikaw,
eh.
di ba?
Oo.
Ang nakakatawa nito, nagkita kami ni Odette.
Okay.
Sabi ko, Odette, alam mo bang tinatawag akong Odette? Sabi niya, that's strange. In the States, they call me Ses. Ang ano nito, alam mo, tingin ko, magkamag-anak sila. Kaya lang, kasi ang history niya, yung mga Quesada, galing talagang Espanya yan. Kasi meron silang family tree.
Yes, yes.
Galing talaga, may Quesada town doon.
Wow.
Sa Andalusia.
Oo.
May Quesada town doon. Tapos, in fact, doon sa history book, merong Gaspar Quesada na nakasakay doon sa isang sasakyan ni Magellan.
Wow.
Oo, kasi may kamag-anak sila na naggaganyan na
Oo.
ano. Nabasa namin yung
Oo.
mga ano.
Yes.
So ngayon, yung mga Quesada, a lot of them ended up in Mexico and in the Philippines. Pagdating dito sa Philippines, siyempre nag-ano naman, yung iba napunta ng Ilocos, yung iba napunta ng Laguna. Sina Odette sa Ilocos. Ang husband ko sa Laguna. Kung magkamag-anak man sila, hindi ko alam kasi hindi kumakanta asawa ko.
Hindi naman kailangan ko ma-singer din
Oo,
siya.
pero ako gusto kong kamag-anak sila kasi idol na idol ko si Odette.
And she keeps on coming back
I
talaga
know.
for a show. For a
Every time
concert,
nandito siya, rini-repeat ko yung show niya.
talaga.
Nanonood ako
She
palagi.
might be able to watch this in the US. And her
Hi,
fans.
Odette. Oo.
Like pag sinabi mong Ses Quesada, ang nasa isip lang namin, actress, comedian, host. Yun lang.
Talaga?
But beyond that, hindi nila alam na you're a writer.
Oo,
you are a
kasi-
professor.
Kasi
Diba,
alam
ang dahil
mo,
pag- diba-
Aster, kung hindi ako tinatanong, hindi ako nagsasalita.
Oh,
Yung bang
ano naman.
tipong hindi ako ganong klase. After work, I go home to my family. Sinasabi nila, no, na ako, ang hirap maghanap ng kaibigan sa showbiz. you
Sino-sino
know.
ang pinaka-closest friends mo in the business?
Well, offhand talaga. Nova,
Talaga?
si Ibiang. Yan, meron kaming grupo kami.
Ibiang is of course Sylvia Sanchez.
Yes, oo. Tapos, I'm also close to Chanda
Oh,
Romero.
I just had her.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
I just had her. Oh, yes, yes,
Yun,
oh.
pareho kami Thracian na lukaret. So, iba din naman yung
Yes.
aming samahan ni Chanda.
Oo.
Oo, the other people I'm close to are mga production people. But in terms of yung mga ganyan, mga actors, tight kami itong tatlong. If you asked me if there's anything that I can ask for in the industry, I really considered myself very, very lucky. You know why? In comedy, I've worked with Dolphy,
Oh,
Tito
yes.
Dolphy,
Oh, naman.
Vic Soto,
Oo.
Joey De Leon,
Wow.
Redford White.
Yes.
Yeah, all
Oo,
these
yes.
big names.
Yes.
Parang feeling ko, okay, ang dami ko na makikwento sa anak ko. Pagka nga ganyan, sasabihin, Mom, have you worked with this? Of course, I've worked with like
diba?
this and like that.
Oo, di ba?
Things na pwede mong ikwento sa mga apo mo na mababasa nila. Naku, sabi sa akin, Tito Dolphy, ganito, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Pwede na ako magganyan.
Imagine Home Along the Riles. At ng prominent ng character mo doon sa Home Along the Riles.
Ay, naku,
Oo, diba?
coming soon ang
Oo.
Home Along.
Oh, talaga? Eh, what? The movie?
The movie.
Remake or what? Oh, that's nice to hear.
Diba?
Of course, isa ako sa fan ng Home Along the Riles.
Mm-mm.
Oo,
And
diba?
it's good na,
Yes,
we're
right.
bringing all these
Yeah.
good vibes.
Right.
It's nice that we can laugh again, yung tipong ganon. Let's bring back the good old
At
days.
para rin mapanood ng mga bagong henerasyon.
At maraming
diba?
aral din
Yes,
naman kasi,
yes,
hindi lang
yes.
puro
Oo,
ha-ha-ha,
Yes,
hi-hi-hi.
correct.
Diba?
Oo. And of course, anong mensahe mo sa kaisa-isa mong anak na si Isabel?
Hello, my love. Unang-una, I'd like to congratulate you for your first feature film. Siya po ang nagsulat ng Viva Films na In Between, na starring Sue Ramirez and Diego Loizaga. Oo, pero iba naman ang audience noon. Mga bagets naman to. Kami naman mga lola. Oo, di ba?
Hindi, family kayo eh.
Oo.
Family ang audience nyo
Oo,
eh, diba?
unahin niyo
Yes.
muna kami. Pero hindi, iba din naman yun sa kanya. So,
Panoorin nila pareho.
Oo, mas mabuti.
Oo.
So anyway, I'm so proud of you, my love. I am so happy that you found yourself, your calling, and I admire with your work ethic. Amazes me. You don't settle for pwede na. Ganun siya eh.
Yes.
She doesn't settle for
Galing.
that. And I'm so happy for you, and always remember that your papa and I will always be behind you.
And of course, to your love,
Oh!
na si Tito.
Yeah, hi tatay. Okay. Oh,
At tatay yung tawag mo sa kanya.
Oh yeah, tatay.
Nanay ang tawag niya sa'yo.
Baby.
Oo.
Hindi, nag-umpisa yung tatay kasi when we became parents, nakakatawa, tatay siya, nanay ako. Kaya lang yung anak ko, nung nag-school age na, one day talaga sabi niya, I've decided to call you Papa and Mama. Sabi niya, bakit? Kasi naman yung teacher sabi, you tell your mama and your papa. I don't hear them calling you nanay and tatay. So, tawag sa amin, mama at papa. So anyway, my loves, okay, thank you always for supporting whatever it is that I wish to do. You've always allowed me to grow, and that's what I love about being with you. I don't worry about whether you're going to say yes or no to whatever I want to do, because I know that you always support me all the way, and for that, I am so blessed.
And of course, your message to everyone.
Everyone, maraming salamat po for all the years that you've supported me, those who are giving me good feedback about what I do. Always remember that I will always try to do my best with whatever I do. And if there's anything that I would want now is for you to support me once again in this venture, in this thing that I'm doing right now, and that is our film picnic. Kung nagugustuhan niyo po yung mga ginagawa namin ni Nova, if you miss watching us in a comedy role, then watch this film because you'll see us in a different light. Hindi ho kami mapapahiya sa inyo. So, maraming salamat po at magkita-kita po tayo sa sinihan.
Maraming salamat sa aking personal sponsors, Pandan Asian Cafe. Thank you so much, Alvin, Dennis, and of course, Roland, Everbelena, Hello Glow, Beauty Derm, Eris Beauty Care, Aficionado by Joel Cruz, Doc Rob's Wellness Supplements, R&A Events Specialist by Richie Ang, Asia Slashes, Nessa Sila Salon for my hair and makeup, Nutritech, maraming salamat, Jos de la Luna, Most View from Japan, Memoy.ph, Silpul Joyce Furnitures, maraming salamat, Charles Solano of Solano Hotel, Colorete Clothing by Bebot Santos, Dr. M. Sevilla of Vine Aesthetics, Shinagawa LASIK and Aesthetic Center, Shinagawa Diagnostic and Preventive Care, Dr. Essentials Aromatherapy, Studio Manila. Again, thank you so much, sis.
Thank you, Aster. I've enjoyed this. I really did.
Likewise. And of course, sa inyong mga kaibigan, maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay at pagsuporta sa TikTok with Aster Amoyo. Huwag niyo pong kakaligtaan mag-subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell icon of TikTok with Aster Amoyo every Friday, 12 noon. Hanggang sa muli mga kaibigan, dito lamang po sa TikTok with Aster Amoyo. Bye for now, and God bless us all!